last year, 56% plus. Beck, here's Malachi Tony. First down inside the Notre Dame 40. Snap. He's covering C.J. Daniels at the bottom of your screen under pressure from Willie Amuasa. And it is caught! Malachi Tony! A touchdown! Total. Under pressure off his back foot! Up for grabs! And caught! C.J. Daniels! A tremendous one-handed catch! One run to a different run. He has much more flexibility here. And he's done it very well. He's on target for another first down. Field goal range. Plenty of time. Malachi Tony.
4 plays already for Miami and 3 first downs. Beck taking a shot for the end zone. It is caught. It's a touchdown for C.J. Daniels.
With 90 plays of 20 yards or more, and they will take their shots.
2nd down and 7. Beck. Plenty of time, standing strong in the pocket, gets the pass out, and it's caught by Tony. Certainly has here so far. 1st down and 10 for the Hurricanes. Back on offense. Back over the middle. The catch is made. Malachi Tony for Miami. And a good start to this game here. 21-3. Looking for more. Back up top, and the catch is made. It's Daniels for another touchdown. He's now back in the backfield. Play fake to him, back over the middle. He's got the reception there to the tight end, Luke.
And that is the question. Can this smaller, they're not small, but smaller defensive front hold up? Great protection. And down the field to the near sideline. Catch is made, and there's that freshman. Beck pump fake. Lays it off, and a touchdown, Miami. Beck with 0 pass rush, and he's looking in the end zone. And it is a touchdown. Joshua Moore. Fletcher. Play fake and looking here. Beck into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Trying to add to a 28-6 lead. They're looking at one play. Contact down there, and what a catch by C.J. Daniels.
To really commit to what this defense is trying to do.
Near side. What a catch by Keelan Marion. 3rd down. And Tony down there. I beg your pardon. That is Johnson down the middle of the field, streaking along the sideline. They're going to throw it. And it is a touchdown to Shamar Brown.
Beck has time, launches over the middle, loves to work the middle of the field, and that's Malachi. First down to the 3rd quarter. Beck had that interception, looking to throw on 2nd down. And checks it down. Reaching back and making the catch was Marty Brown. Not
go a little tempo themselves.
Beck off the play fake. Launches downfield for a 2nd time. And it's caught by C.J. Daniels. There is a flag down. Fake it to Brown. Slant. Touchdown. C.J. Daniels. Caught the deep shot to set it up. Flanking back. And it's a flea flicker. Beck launches downfield. Tony's out there. He's got a touchdown, Miami. Trickery as they cash in the takeaway. 44 to the house.
What a call by Shannon Dawson. Uzi comes down, wants to help out and run support. Now he realizes it's too late. The flea flicker catches.
Here's the back. Beck looking to throw. They bring pressure. It's picked up. Caught. Tony off and running. Malachi Tony. He doesn't lose foot races. 4th down touchdown as the Canes stretch the lead from 40.
completion snap with that completion there. Daniels in traffic. C.J. Daniels dives to the end zone, and Miami big time flex on the road. Another explosive touchdown pass.
Miami's had just 3 plays. Louisville's run 15. Back down the seam. A catch is made. And it's C.J. Daniels in the Louisville territory. Back to the air again. Now taking a shot. Going for Tony, who makes the grab inside the 10. Defense from Louisville. On 2nd and long. Back backing up. His pass pulled in for a first down. Their best pass rusher. They rush 3. Back climbs the pocket and throws, and a sliding catch is made at the 30-yard line for a first down by C.J. Daniels. 1:30 to go here in the 4th. Back on 3rd down and short, and it's Tony again with a first down catch. The clock will stop to reset the chains.
Gets it out quickly again. This time it's Tony Johnson with a great move down the sideline. Still on his feet. From the 29, Carson Beck trying to get his offense in gear and finds a familiar target. Malachi. Beck looks the other way on the fade. Caught. Daniels. And there's the payback. Touchdown Canes. Finally happened.
It's just one-on-one, and C.J. Daniels goes up and makes a phenomenal play.
Play fake, taking a shot, Beck complete, down to the 18-yard line. Could even become a TV producer like our guy in the truck. Out to the 43-yard line, past the pass defense numbers. Beck, downfield, caught! Touchdown Hurricanes, JoJo Trader.
Arkansas, and then became a coach at the college level, often aligned with Gus Malzahn. Remember, Gus Malzahn was his high school football coach.
Relationships count, but things can be transactional at times. Carson Beck downfield at the 8-yard line. There's a flag down. Beck complete to Merritt.
They've had success running the football.
On the blitz, Beck off the play action finds Tony for the first down. Beck into the end zone, room service, touchdown Bauman. And the Hurricanes retake the lead. There he is. Beck complete out to the 48-yard line. Huge conversion. They're going to pass it. Beck has Fletcher running out of time, keeps it. Beck delivers complete down to the 29 to Marion for the first down. Tony, part of that bunch formation, but they come the other way. That's going to be a complete ball to Marion.
Over the middle, and this time a hookup. Keelan Marion spins out across the 30. And around. It's Malachi Tony. Throws it back to Carson Beck. He's got a caravan in front. A trick play touchdown for the year.
On the part of Shannon Dawson again. Tony, with his background as a quarterback in high school, he's thrown the football before for them. Someone who you always have to account for.
Only got 167 total yards to this point. Beck, seam shot. And stride! Keelan Marion splits the safeties. Touchdown. Maybe I spoke too soon.
Kind of like a zero blitz type of situation. Davian Kerr looks like he tries to undercut the quick slant route and takes a bad season. Has this been unbelievable? It's something like I've never seen before.
Carson Beck to Keelan Marion. Hunting the pylon. He's inside the 5.
Getting the start at tailback, number 22. Beck looking to pass. Complete to Pringle. He's got some real estate and made a nice move out to the Hurricanes. Beck got some air under the ball. Marion. And it's caught downfield. Beck into the end zone. Tony has done it again. Beck fires, has Marion down the sidelines and is brought down immediately. Beck looking to pass. Downfield complete. Touchdown Lofton. Yes. Beck downfield, one-on-one coverage. Up for grabs and caught by Joshua Moore.
Just a little bit to let things develop in front of him is excellent.
Beck on a roll right now. Completes another run. Tony! Touchdown time!
For this power running game. Beck. Wide open. Catch and run. Keelan Marion into the red zone. Great protection for Beck. Lobs one right up the seam, and Elijah Lofton has a walk-in. Tony in motion. A rollout for Beck. At the goal line, diving into the end zone is Fletcher. A receiving touchdown.
I think big picture, it would really help them if they were able to put their foot on the pedal here and try and get another score.
Seam shot. Malachi Tony gets to the sideline. Being pursued and finally bumped out inside. Played till the very last tick on the clock. Whole shot up the sideline to Malachi Tony. Perfect coverage around it. Malachi Tony to the bunch, top of the screen instead of one-on-one near side. Squeezed into Dalen Upshaw. Clean pocket for Beck. Lobs one in the end zone. Pringle lays out. Touchdown. Beck. Right at the first down line to gain, delivers a sack. Still in the shotgun. And he's going to throw. And he is going to take a shot. He's going to loft one. Jump ball in the end zone. Malachi Tony. An impressive win will help, obviously, a lot more. And there's a first down catch. JoJo Trader. And he is taking control on this drive. Play action. Whole shot to the sideline. Oh, what a one-handed catch. Did he hold on? Malachi Tony. He did. Not quite that good this season. But Beck on a rollout has been very efficient. Alex Bowman, the tight end. Dragging tacklers down to the doorstep of the red zone. Beck in the backfield. Beck. He's going to float one for Tony. Touchdown. 2.5 yards per game, but this is a monster Miami offensive line. Instead, they slip a little tight end pass to Alex Bowman. He's up the seam and he runs. They got to find a way to come up with something here again. Tony in motion. Beck looks end zone. Instead, flips it to a wide open Shamar Brown for a walk-in score. Play action for Beck. He's going to take a shot for C.J. Daniels into the end zone. Oh, he caught it for a touchdown. With a defender right in his face, C.J. Daniels adds to the Miami lead.
Feel like we get a good sense of what they're going to do, and then we try to attack it. They're attacking from Beck's right. He had just enough time to get it off, and a catch made by C.J. Daniels as he was. Carson Beck comes out slinging on target, and a first down. C.J. Daniels. Like Beck, a first-year transfer. He's from LSU and Liberty. Beck out wide. They come out slinging. Keelan Marion the run after the catch. Carries by Fletcher for 75 yards. Undoubtedly, no, they're not going to give it again. They're going to give it to Tony. Tony scores a touchdown. What a call by Shannon Dawson.
Play action. Beck with time. Checks it down. Fletcher wide open. First down and into Ohio State territory. Pushed out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Beck. Throws complete. C.J. Daniels inside. Third down and a yard. And Beck hits Fletcher out of the backfield. Touchdown, Miami. Beck Beck going back to work off play action. Climbs the pocket. And delivers a strike for a first down to Ohio State. Brings a little pressure, and Beck throws a strike for a first down to pressure off the edge. Beck steps up, takes off, and Beck puts his head down and gets a first down. Third down and 4. And Beck's going to throw to Daniels. And Daniels has the first down. It's first and goal for the Hurricanes with 1:46 left.
Fake to Brown. Beck looking down the middle. And Tony takes a shot, but makes the catch. Protection is there. Ball across the middle. Catch made. Shot delivered. Beck. Long throw, easy pitch and catch as Marion has become a weapon. Lots of focus on Tony and Daniels, and numbers done very well in that game. He needs to be sharper tonight. Here's one of those second downs and 6. Beck feeling some late pressure, launching downfield. Wide open is Marion. Another bust. And Miami back on top, 52 yards. Tony comes in motion. They get it to him. Tony has space. Malachi Tony still running. Touchdown Miami. Electric with the ball in his hands. Pass to Tony, but he did all the work after that. Sideline route. Catch made. Again, looking for Keelan Marion. Brings some pressure. They back out. Beck looks near sideline. Daniels makes the catch. Lunges near the marker. Field goal range. It's a long distance one. 4-man rush. Back across the middle. Caught! First down. Keelan Marion stepping up and making a massive contribution tonight. Plenty of time. Across the middle. Catch made and spun down at the 8-yard line is Marion. 3 receivers bunch to the left. Beck is looking that way. And still looking, takes off running. Carson Beck with his legs puts Miami on top. What a drive.
Back to Marion again, and in here. Doesn't force it. Sees it, they're in man-to-man. Nobody there to account for Carson Beck. I mean, just a couple inches.
Replay did look like the ball had gotten that mark by the time he hit the ground. First down throw, and wide open is C.J. Daniels in the last couple of games, but not tonight. 0 for 8 as Beck tries to scramble and create on the move. Steps back, still trying to buy time. Right downfield, Daniels works free. C.J. Daniels waited for his quarterback to finally spot him. Tony comes in motion. They pitch it to him. He has a block. Malachi Tony takes off and races down. Beck has time against the late rush, and he delivers a strike.
Sat right behind the linebackers. He put it right over top of them.
Beck again delivers across the middle. It's Tony. Malachi Tony splitting defenders and weaving his way deep into Hoosier territory. He's got it on the pitch. Tony breaks free. Malachi Tony spinning, scoring! Beck's got to regroup from that big blow and deliver. Miami still 65 yards from the end zone. Underneath, Marty Brown's got it. Brown breaks a tackle. It's a first down. Beck again, nobody open. And fires. High ball, catch made. Beck, long pitch to the sideline. Catch made by Daniels. Spun down inbounds by Sharp.
Tony calls.
See, I'm back on my... See, I'm back on my bullshit. Ayy, see, I'm back on my bullshit. Came a long way from school, bitch. We them niggas been banging and walking with full clips. Pocket filled with them blue strips. All I hang with the solid, can't fuck with no loose lips. If he ran, cut him loose quick. If a fuck nigga try, bet his ass make the news quick. Hit his ass with these blue tips, but these niggas won't shoot shit.